10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Вторая карта.
Sand King.
Dire team pick.
Пак! Чем они могут... По поводу... Пик на самом...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Разор. Он... Баг. Это будет баг.
Radiant team bad.
Phantom Lancer.
Как героя 4. Баг. Для
10
этого подходит.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Так, разор
remaining.
мид, допустим. Так, и должен... на данный момент... Следующее. Quantum Lancer... Она, в принципе... против раз...
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Немножечко очень... Буквально немножко. Важных позиций. Важных. Но там немножко... Другая ситуация.
Dire team pick.
Смотрим.
Radiant team pick.
I
Только
speak
либо...
for the trees.
Хотя... Так,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Lone True.
Choose your hero.
так... Даже... вроде бы Лонду этому способен.
Immortals. Let's see what we have here. The Corsair Dreamer League Season 9. I'm already picked some here, fogged.
Hello, I'm out of it
And,
today. I
yeah.
don't know what's wrong actually.
Oh, don't be so.
I don't know what's going on actually. I'm like forgetting to grab heroes and putting them on the map.
Yeah.
Brain's not working properly.
That's alright, we'll fire you tonight.
I'll get back.
We'll get
you know
someone
what it
else
is?
in tomorrow.
I just need a monster.
A monster? I'm gonna have a monster in a bit. Not yet.
Not just yet.
It's a little too early for me for monster, but we'll save a monster and we will enjoy. I'll look forward to my monster. But here we go. Game 2. Let's see if SGG has a bit of a better shot at this one. They did struggle in game 1. As we pretty much did see them lose all lanes. And Mike had a good time at the start, but it fell off really quickly as soon as he sort of gave up those solo kills.
This
And
draft
they can
looks
really recover it.
30
this draft looks way
seconds
better.
to
I was gonna say,
battle.
you don't think we're going to see any lanes sort of fall apart as hard as they did in game 1?
Maybe through rotations, but this time I think it's a lot better lanes for SGG. They should, in theory, be able to farm a lot easier. There's nothing that can. There's not really like incredible disable on the side of Immortals early on to catch like the PL, catch the Quap. So the only way that they really die is if they make mistakes.
Let's
The battle begins.
see if they can get both the runes in.
So 3
Alright.
is GG. A much better start than last time around, like we were saying.
Absolutely, 3 for Immortals last game,
Yep.
and Immortals won it. So, coincidence? I think not. Maybe this could be what SGG were missing.
Yep. Dubu did D-ward the pull, and he got that one. He got the ward right away.
Dubi. Oh, okay, yeah, Raze is going to be down it. This is not a solo lane shaman, do not worry.
This is great lanes for SGG. They read them again. This is what they wanted. They wanted the PL versus the Razor. Bottom. They've already got pressure out onto Dubu, but he's close to the tower. He's fine. So Nature's Prophet versus Lone Druid. Quap versus Puck. I think the Puck, of course, has a little bit of a better matchup versus the Queen of Pain. But the other 2 lanes is what SGG is looking to farm out of.
I'll see how well Villain can do here. But as you said, last game on his Tinker did suffer a little bit with the CSing.
Yeah,
So we'll see if he does a little bit of a better job on his quad.
I'd imagine he will. Mike should be able to farm up here fine versus a Lone Druid too. So yeah, this game should just be much closer than the last one, as long as they don't crumble in the mid game, which is, like we've been saying, it's likely to happen with these newer teams, because individual play, sure, that's going to be there, but decision making as a team is where it starts to suffer a bit when you're playing versus more experienced ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, pretty much perfect decision making from Immortals in game 1 after the lanes. Trying to make the pull there, stanking, trying to disrupt it, will not be successful. And stanking, at least he will be able to pull the creeps themselves with him.
Yep, Razor didn't get
that works out.
pull camp.
Jackpot!
Razor gets a decent link bottom. But yeah, mid lane already. Quap is doing much better than the last game. So quite even up there. Quite even there. Top lane, Mike is beating MP at the moment. MP does have a lot of creeps coming under his... coming his way though.
Yeah, can we expect to see Mike make some early rotations on this Nature's Prophet, do you think? Any?
Warriors of the
He could
wood.
look to TP. If the... It all depends on the other lanes, right? If the Queen of Pain maybe calls, it's like, oh, I see a chance where Puck used Orb too aggressively mid. That's where he could TP, because the beauty about, you know, the change quite a while ago now, of course, but you have a TP starting, so you always can TP to a lane and TP right back to yours as a Nature's Prophet now. I think more than likely, he could TP either the mid or bottom.
Yeah.
If they can find the opportunity.
But he said, so far these have been 3 minutes. Much better for the side, and wow. Hello. In trouble, just put the fairy fire. Looks like it will be enough to keep him alive. But yeah, it's GG. Looking much better.
Yeah. They've got a real support hero. All right, that was actually the crucial thing for me. Having a Witch Doctor, not having a Witch Doctor, a Rubik, or something along those lines. Not an IO, someone who can actually stand the lane and help your team. Flea. Was looking to make maybe a move mid, but we will see if he's able to. They do see that the puck has been orbing quite aggressively, so he could really look for something here. But he gets scouted by the Curry right away. Dubu was also drawing the circle, showing where he was. Another pretty good link by Velo. 110 damage. He's happy.
Just trying to see if they could get a grab on Stanking there, but not going to be the case. And Dubu will be able to claim his bounty.
Look at mid. He did use the orb aggressively. Are they going to be able to close the gap? He knew right away.
He should be fine. He's going to have orb back in a few seconds.
Yeah, he knew right away.
I think Villain might need to be a bit careful. That's right. He's still a little scared of the whereabouts of Flea. And we'll simply TP his way back to safety over the other half of the map. Worried about that Sanking.
I like that move, Flea, though. You know, he was seeing that the orb was being used aggro, so wanted to try to take advantage of that one. Febby, I've seen him do this like what, 3 times now or 4 times now?
He's pulling farm the camp.
Pulling farm that small camp as a clockwork. Yeah,
yeah.
It's kind of neat. He's 10 and 3 last hits on this clockwork.
Yeah, I like it because he realizes that rest of GG, they were running that aggressive tri-lane down bottom. There's not going to be anyone other than Mike here, so he can get away with any of these movements with the jungle creeps. And
he's farmed a decent amount out of it. He's got a full earn on the clockwork just from doing those pulls and farming the small camp.
Yeah. Bottom lane, move in. Immortals, they have managed to find the shackle, and that will actually be the first blood. Bit of a late one, 5 minutes in, and only now just seeing it. But Immortals are the ones to claim it for Velo.
Just thinking he has to watch out not to be playing on the side there. I think playing in the lane, he can actually get defended by his PL, but if he's to the side, that's where he actually can get brought out by these two. The small things about running like these aggro dual and aggro tri lanes is giving up kills is, I mean, it pretty much can just lose you the lane instantly. But now bottom Velo, he is stepping up a bit far.
Let's see what they can do. They got the cast, Maledict and Burrow Strike. He is in quite a bit of trouble. He will try and get out, but big nature's wrap from Mike bounces through. So they get both kills.
It's the 5-minute mark, so they've got the catapult too. He's trying to pressure the tower a bit.
A nice rotation from Mike with that ult.
As soon as he hits 6, and he gets 6 quite a good margin, faster than the lone druid.
As a TP but gets cancelled straight away, so GG will be able to and should be able to find this tower on their own.
Yeah, that was perfect rotation by Mike. That must have been like the last few ticks of the nature's wrap too.
Yeah, that was
it hit Dubu really hard.
Dire structures are fortified.
Once top goes the PL.
Yeah, his job's done bottom now. He can actually just lane up here for a long time. Febby continuing to just farm that pull. Dude, he's got 12 last hits. Look at him go. Oh, he missed one, but neat bottom lane. Dubu getting pressured here. The Treants. The damage from the Treants is enough.
Can Velo get the kill in return? He's looking for it, but Mike TP's out. It's GG.
Ike's Mike boss.
Getting some kills out of this. Immortals will finally finish off that tier 1 tower up at the top. Febby does actually find KVH here, but KVH, the doppelganger himself to safety. So MP is still getting free farm on the lone druid. That is probably the biggest issue that GG are going to have at this stage, as the lone druid hasn't been contested.
They have pressured the Razor a bit, but because he got that first blood, he's not really as sacked as you'd imagine him to be. He's pretty close to the PL in net worth. So 3-1 is GG. Laning phase pretty much ended, and it's fairly even. Immortals maybe coming out slightly ahead in the gold. KVH, he's got Doppel.
He's also got backup though. Burrow Strike comes in from Fleet. MP. Cast. Scam Maledict upon him. Febby will fall. Dubu trying to burst down. Stanking trying to run. The right clicks of Dubu are they enough? They will be. So Immortals get a kill, but again, KVH isn't able to turn around with the backup of his team and actually pick up a double kill himself on the PL.
They respond with all 5 heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Able to grab the 2 supports though. Quite nice. How's the experience should be? It's actually also a little bit Immortal save it, but gold now swung. It's early. Early game.
This is really looking much
Much better
for SGG.
Yeah. They didn't pick nearly as greedy. Both supports on both teams. The 4 heroes have urns and boots finished up, going for the tranquils on Clockwork. Flea already had finished his. And Immortals look, they're just trying to get Dubu some levels at the time being. Getting that Shadow Shaman bottom while they all sit top defending the tower.
MP. It's working
The
on
seeds
his
of
minus,
fortune.
of course. Keeping himself in the jungle. We'll see if GG make any more aggressive movements. See what IX Mike's game plan is as well on this Nature's Prophet.
The wood.
If he wants to continue to get involved with the rest of us, he does pretty much have the drums done.
I think him and the Queen of Pain should stay extremely active this game to make space for the Phantom Lancer to just farm. It's mostly going to be on the supports though to make the smokes, and then the Nature's Prophet to either TP in or the Queen of Pain, that is. Dubu does get spotted by Treant, and they're looking for him. Should be able to find him here with stanking. Yep, they got him. He's just gonna stand there. Doesn't even try to hit them.
6 for 2. This 10-minute mark last game, things were not looking pretty at all for GG.
I think not.
But this time around, things pretty even between the two sides.
Yeah, Phantom Lancer having an excellent game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now, Mortals will strike up.
Mike will TP out though before they make the move there, and the 2 supports are on the high ground here from his GG.
Silence. Coil out to 2. They're looking towards stanking, and they will find one of them. Fleet on the retreat, but the wraparound is there from Dubu, so Immortals will be able to punish both of these supports for that.
Might wish to retract your last move.
And now Dubu is 6, so they will be able to go for this tower push mid with the Serpent Wards plus Catapult. KVH, I'm thinking he should definitely go Defusal Blade this game to keep the pressure on, because they're versus a lone druid lineup. All of this GG, they are responding quick to mid. They don't want to lose this tower for free. And they should be able to clear out those Serpent Wards quite quickly.
Midas has done that for MP. So good timing on the lone druid.
Yeah, he went for phase boots too on the bear, and boots on his own hero. We sometimes only see like 1 pair of boots and not upgraded either on those lone druids. Yeah, they have to keep making the moves around though for his GG. The smokes on the Sand King and the Witch Doctor. They can easily kill the Razor, and I think shutting down Razor early on really limits the hero's potential. Because that hero's all about like just you get like a couple kills going, and then you can constantly farm the jungle with your Eye of the Storm, and you will keep up, if not go ahead of most heroes in farm. So smoke top. They want to claim this and go for a tower push right afterwards.
See if they catch anyone out farming as well. They have got eyes on MP. Flea with the lead in. He's looking for that lone druid. The cask is going to be pretty nice as well. Bouncing between the 2 of them. TP in from IX Mikey has the control with the sprout. It's GG. Getting both of those very low. Well walked into this. A bit of a mess from Immortals, feeding 2 massive kills, and also the clock elsewhere on the map. It's GG. Giving up both of their calls like that. Immortals, I mean, Velo, yeah, he's just waltzing into the middle of the full team.
That one was a bit weird. I think if they're not going to respond with the puck, I don't think Immortal should respond at all, because the puck is their strongest hero at the moment. Is GG top 3 net worth this time around? 12 minutes. They get stunned. They might get turned around here though. Ryoya quite strong, but KVH shows up.
They've got the Dream Coil onto 2 Immortals. Won't quite be able to find Flea though. Flea is still alive for now. Febby looking to chase him and will finish him off. They lose the life of their Shaman. They are also chasing for more as GG. They had their eyes on Febby. Febby has no tower down here to run to, does not have a TP. So they will get both of those yet again. KVH and his PL, he's getting a lot of kills.
Yeah. I like how they're outnumbering Immortals non-stop, because they're like, oh, they have a lone druid. If we just kind of play a faster paced game, this lone druid can't show up to fights. He needs to wait for Radiance before he's really a hero in the game. So they're taking advantage of that really nicely. And that's why I think this Nature's Prophet pick was actually so nice for them. Because every single time they can show up with like 3 or 4 heroes, and then bam, Nature's Prophet comes in. And look at this. He's going for a quick hex. Up lane. Yappy.
Straight in on top of Velo. He'll pop the Eye of the Storm, but this is too much damage for this Razor to deal with. 12 to 5 is GG.
They are dismantling them all over the map. Stanking wasn't near there, right, though? I think right after the stun comes out and you see the epi, you start the instant TP on the Razor, and you should be just fine there, right? Because I didn't see any of the other stuns coming close.
I think he could have made it out.
I think he could have just TP'd out. Bit of mistake and punished, and Febby now, too. Gets punished as well.
They're trying to hookshot himself across to safety. They do have the backup of Ryo coming in. So we get Stanking. Quick burst jump out from Villain keeps him safe. The Savage Roar will cancel IX Mike's TP, but now he goes for the Sprout TP and they can't get in range or the control or vision to get him. Mike straight down to bottom. This looks like a totally different side to get.
Looks like a totally different team.
Yeah.
They're making crisp rotations around the map. KVH pretty much has the Fusel finished up on PL too. And we did say this is an incredibly good PL and Queen of Pain game versus the Razor, who is very suffered right now. 4,500 net worth, level 11. He's got to go full defensive items versus this team. Always does make it awkward to itemize when you're a PL versus a Razor. What is Ryoya gone for first? Yule's first on the puck, rather than going for either the Veil or the Blink Dagger. Guess he wants to have more ways.
Well, not full Aquila, that's a bit different. We don't see that.
He buys Aquila on every hero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he buys Aquila every mid hero. It's just his thing of efficiency. Flea top. Stuns in very confidently versus 3 heroes. They bring IX Mike.
He's looking for the easy kill at the back. Traps Stubu. And they will find that shot. Mega kill streak for Mike.
IX Michael.
The IX Mike Nature's Prophet.
KVH is also hitting on bottom tower. Velo is here though. Let's get the link at least started. KVH.
Oh, they try.
The creep wave was coming in too. Febby didn't have a good angle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was a good attempt, but not good enough.
Stand King gets the cask bounce back to the bear. Might still get ran down here by MP. He looks like he's in a whole lot of trouble.
Yet.
And he will die.
You call those the old
I think a lot of weight on MP's shoulders this game to carry with his lone druid.
It is a pretty good lone druid game. The Radiance versus PL is very, very good, and they have the combo that we were talking about too with the puck to break the Dream Coil constantly with the fear. Yeah, I think the Razor is gonna suffer. He's gonna have to just come back as... I think what he needs to actually just do is farm. I think he'd just be using Eye of the Storm in the jungle constantly, farm up, because he's not naturally good versus the cores of his GG. He's gonna become better versus them through itemization.
The seeds of fortune.
Immortals though, mostly for the most part, they just want to wait for this Radiance time and before they really start to get aggressive. But they already had a 4K deficit, and is GG, they are not letting Velo actually sit back and farm. They are just constantly trying to pressure these towers.
They get him. 17 minutes in.
Rotation from Immortals. They find Stanking quick.
Can't find anything more.
All of his GG just instantly back off as soon as they saw the smoke coming through. They will find a D-ward.
Of course, as you say, they do have that diffusal on KVH, so the PL very scary at this stage.
Yeah, very hard for Razor to fight that.
Mike, he's nearly got a hex. 17 minutes in.
Yeah, he's big. He has the catch actually for the puck now in a lot of these instances. I don't think that Ryoya is going to expect that at all.
The straight up drums hex. It's going to be pretty huge for Mike.
Pull roots and
Might be the
run.
most farmed Mike's ever been in a pro game.
Pretty crazy.
5-0-9, dude. He's actually part of all 14 kills.
He's killing it. Mike. He was fired up after that first game.
He's the man to watch. And I believe they have the... Is that the Orchid finished up on the Queen of Pain too? They do.
They got all the lockdown.
They've got all the items that they want to get right now.
Blink Dagger on Flea's just been picked up as well.
Yep. they can look to get aggressive here, and I think they should. Constantly just try to punish Immortals before that Radiance comes down Lone Druid. And yeah, that's a 18-minute Treads Drum Wand Hex. Mike? What a boss. Look, they're going in Ryoya here. They've got the Orchid. He does have Yules, but there's a Hex on this Nature's Prophet.
Surprise!
You gotta talk now and be like, what? Who hexed me?
Look at this on the side there. Drop the walls. They've got the shackles.
They do find KVH. That's a big kill for Immortals.
Can they get it
Now,
oh,
Flea.
cuts across here with that MP. They do get sent back by the Savage Roy. He's trying to TP out of this MP. Is he? Oh, he does just make it. Vela will not be quite as fortunate. Neither will Febby as Mike chases him down with the sheep stick.
Michael.
Pause.
It's part of all 18 kills.
I mean, this is just classic Arx. Mike it's from, you know, I don't watch a lot of his pubs and his streams, but it seems like the kind of player who either has a game where he GG's out, it's absolutely atrocious, or he has a game where he just dominates. You know, he's a very sort of, yeah, it's never sort of in the middle with Mike.
To be honest,
it's two extremes.
He's made every perfect movement from like the 5-minute period on. He did 5 in the laning phase, that TP bottom, his Nature's Wrath as well, or his Wrath of Nature. He picks him up the double kill early, takes the tower early on. I mean, this guy's got an 18-minute hex, man.
Radiant's middle
Let's go,
tower
Mike.
is under attack.
Hex Mike.
That epi as well from Flea there, cleaning up the fight. The Lone Druid does live, but Velo continuing to suffer heavily. Immortals did find the PL too, but at a very hefty cost. And they will have the Radiance finished up, so they can actually start playing a little bit better, but they're still at quite a deficit right now. And the Razor is very far behind.
They got, oh yeah, it's all about MP, getting them back in this.
It's all about them being able to group up around that Lone Druid with the puck.
With the Radiance.
Yeah, with the puck and with the Radiance timing. He's got the Radiance now. So they're much stronger. I think they should just smoke and make a play with this. Because they have to get this Razor back through fighting now, it seems.
Yeah, Blink Puck, Radiance, Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Immortals now have a bit of a better chance in these fights.
They've got good ways to kill most of the heroes on IsGG. It's the PL who's going to be the tough one to actually bring down. But as for the puck and everything, if they can actually catch him inside the coil, they've got more than enough burst damage. Mid, they are smoked. They want to defend this tower.
Look at this wraparound from GG.
Here I am.
Maybe seeing if they could get a look in. They themselves trying for the wraparound onto the PL.
Stay near.
There we go. Straight in, popping the coil. KVH has got the doppelganger. Febby's got his eyes on Ice Mike on the sideline. They're running down KVH. The Sonic Wave comes through onto 2, but they've lost the Phantom Lancer. Dubu has the control onto Mike with the wards down. Ice Mike trying for the TP out is not going to make it. As they are getting nearly team-wide. Flea just has to hide on the sidelines. Did not commit in there on that fight, as he is the only one to survive.
So who caught Mike?
Oh, Mike, he wants to kill on Riot.
Surprise.
So, things falling apart very quickly for GG. Yeah, in that fight, Mike was on the side.
Who got Mike? I was looking at left side.
Febby went straight in with a hook shot.
Okay.
And then Dubu went in, they just dropped the wards, and then those two just controlled Mike, kept him out of the fight.
So the two supports got Mike out of the fight, and in the midst of the fight, KVH got coiled, and he actually doppeled and broke the coil and took the damage. So then he just got controlled, killed, and the Queen of Pain blinked in and got rooted instantly. So it just dies right away. So the whole fight kind of falls apart when Flea wasn't able to find a good initiation with the Sanking. And that's the turnaround that Immortals needed. Completely back in the game.
They really are.
Now a gold advantage and experience advantage, and that was in the instant smoke after the Radiance time.
It was that, as you said, they just took that fight perfectly. They committed the right resources to the right heroes, and it was impossible for GG to fight. Getting on top of that Nature's Prophet, all important.
Yeah.
Making sure that Mike can't get in with those crucial hex plays.
Queen of Pain definitely needs a BKB now versus this lineup. Just a waste, susceptible to 1 CC and just dies. And yeah, he's queued up the BKB. KVH, I think standard items are fine. Manta. Either Manta or Yasha Heart, depending on how well the game goes. Ice Mike is going for Shadow Blade because he's a Nature's Prophet. He doesn't want to get a BKB just yet. Maybe it's a later item, but he wants to be that split pushing nuisance. Nuisance. There we go.
Nuisance.
Nuisance.
Come.
Nuisance.
Nuisance.
new.
Stankin gets a deep ward down, so he will see all of Immortals in the area.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at poor Velo though, the Razor. I'm still feeling for him, man. He's just got treads, pipe, drums. He's got a 4-staff queued up next. He doesn't really have great items to go. He needs Shivas at one point in this game, especially to deal with that PL. But he also wants to probably get the 4-staff plus BKB.
Oh, he's chill. I mean, he's the off-lane player.
He is.
It's not, it isn't your safe lane or your mid Razor. Even though he did have us,
He got pressured.
He got
very
different.
pressured.
Because they have got the Realm Druid and the puck in quite good places.
Yeah.
Cryo and MP. That'll be another tower.
Dire's
He's got the
top
Mask
tower
of Madness
has
too
fallen.
after. They're looking to just breach with the Sages. They've had enough of SGG's shenanigans.
Dire's top tower is
What
under
else
attack.
SGG do about this? The wards are
Dire's
dropped.
structures are fortified.
Flea has the epi. Jumps in, straight away onto Velo. Got the vision with the rocket flare, they know what's up, they put the pipe. I mean, they're taking this tier 3 tower. SGG's unable to stop, they're actually going onto the Rex. On the side, Velo drops the Eye of the Storm, trying to take their attention away from it. The Hex will be dropped down onto the Bears. They look to put a stop to this push. Immortals, they've managed to nearly finish off that melee Rax. I mean, surely they're going to try and finish it off before they have to get out of there. They'll resummon the bear. They have run out of creeps, as backdoor protection will kick back in though.
Creeps are coming back very soon.
They're on the way. Flea jumps in with the burst stroke, hook shot through the middle. Not going to connect onto anyone. They drop the Maledict onto Velo. Sonic Wave as well. They have that Hex controlled with the Death Ward. They'll take the Razor down surely. He'll pop. Maledict kicks in.
They just want the racks
But they
to
did.
get out.
If they can keep the majority alive, they'll be happy with this.
The second bear is dead though.
I think they're still fine with that. Sure, it was messy. It was scrappy. They lost, as you say, 2 bears and such. But they did get that melee Rax.
MP's gonna die twice here.
Barracks are under attack.
So they lost Aegis as well, that whole committal. I mean, they got the racks, but
They got the Rax. I mean,
it's expensive.
sure.
Still probably happy with that,
The world comes to
but definitely not the cleanest getaway.
Because you got to ask yourself, sure, GG got the cleanup kills, but what are they going to be able to achieve whilst those heroes are dead on Immortals? Because it took them quite a long time to get those kills.
Yeah, the good thing though that did happen is for SGG was that KVH on the Phantom Lancer, he pushed in the mid lane, he pushed in the bottom lane before TPing back to help his team. So they at least had kind of momentum swinging onto Immortal sides during all that. So now they can at least push the lanes up, but
Mike.
they don't have a good opportunity to get anything big. Any big objective after those cleanup kills.
Mike's hunting.
He doesn't really have solo kill potential here. Maybe if he gets like a really good bounce on the Wrath.
pull roots and run.
Right,
Maybe, though.
he didn't blink?
Did he not have it up?
He had it up for a second.
Ah, he's got it now.
He's okay, yeah.
Sonic Wave. Oh, no, he hasn't got it. He escapes in his own fashion.
Yeah. That was he actually like stood still for 2 seconds for like a second with his blink up and got hit by a tree. Hello though. They find Mike.
They do.
Do they have detection?
I don't think they do.
They do not.
Mike's fine. He's just going to walk it off. Oh, they might get stanking though instead. Velo chasing with the Eye of the Storm. Yeah, and they will get the Witch Doctor, but Mike survives.
No detection. Now we're going to see probably some dust and sentries picked up.
Someone's got to get them.
Structures
And then
are
the courier.
fortified.
There's a sentry on the courier. They missed themselves a big kill. They have been a bit more greedy on their supports though this time on Immortals. You see the 4-staff Urn and a Medallion on Febi and even Dubu. Aether Lens on the Shadow Shaman.
Radiant's top
Not really
tower
carrying
is
around
under
smokes and
attack.
sentries. They didn't see the Shadow Blade yet either until that point.
Flea. I mean, Flea's going in. He just goes in straight away with the Epi, but the Hex comes out onto the Quad. They've got the Shackles as well, holding the Quad back for now. Velo focuses in, Villa pops the BKB, but it's too late. They've lost the Queen of Pain. They're losing KVH as well. He'll jump to the side, but he's falling ever so low. KVH will go down as Dubu gets the double kill. Dubu will lose his life, but they lose 3 on SGG. Mike will manage to TP out of there, but I gotta say that was one of those crucial moments where your Quap is blinking in without popping the BKB first, and it costs Villain very, very heavily.
I completely agree. That is exactly what I was going to say too. Because he just blinked in,
He
got
just
headshot.
blinks in, You gotta pop that BKB. You can't be greedy with it and hold on to it when you're playing against this.
Versus Shadow
Versus
Shaman.
the Shaman, yeah.
When you're playing any of these, like, these elusive heroes, like these Pucks, these Queen of Pains, any of these...
And look what
you have
that's
to be
resulted in.
careful. These instant hacks are such a problem, and now this is the second Rex.
You gotta pop your BKB, kids. Always go in with protection.
It did seem like it was a really hard fight anyway. It seemed like Flea maybe jumped the gun on that one, because I mean, Immortals, they kind of just have a big timing window with this pipe finished up on the Velo, on that Razor. Makes him so much tankier in the fights. Mike might find a solo kill, but now Dubu, he can grab him. The support's coming in. Uh-oh, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
He's gonna get Dubu. No,
Dubu's gonna live.
and he's dead.
Oh, dear.
They fell apart on.
I mean, they had their moment this game as GG. They had a lovely start. It was all looking quite nice for them, and then suddenly Immortals just...
They got the
They hit their timing. Yeah, they absolutely did, and they're not letting this one slip away from them Immortals, with MP now very much at the top of the net worth. Sure, Mike's still up there, but you kind of want your PL not where he is at the moment. KVH not in a fantastic position. He's just not been finding the farm. He got sort of a great timing on the defusal, but then
excellent timing on it. Yeah,
it all fell off. It all fell apart for KVH.
I actually really do like the Razor going for the pipe this game, because he was so shut down. He's really he's enabling his lone druid to just be a beast, and now they're just going high ground. Look at this tower, the DD lone druid.
Look at this bad guy.
Is it Vegas? There's no creeps there now.
It didn't matter. They didn't fight through the backdoor protection. Look at this bad guy.
And the back door's gone. And they're gonna swing top right away. That's just game.
That is absolutely game. There's no question about it. Immortals doing it here.
They find Ryoya bottom,
Velo will find Stanky.
but the buildings are dead.
They are. It was a tough game here for SGG.
Yep, lone druid, good hero. As soon as you get Radiance, game becomes impossible.
Queens up the base.
At least versus this. But we did mention a lot how a lot comes down to decision making in a lot of these games, and when your team only been together 4 days, you can suffer pretty heavily.
I get the bear though.
They might get the bear, but they got Megan on.
They're still holding on, SGG.
They got Megan.
I believe in SGG. Mike has TP'd in, gets hexed immediately. He's dead for 70 seconds, Mike. Trying to move it on the side. KVH and Flea coming in. Sonic Wave just come out onto 2 of them, but Febby's still alive for now. Will get jumped forward by Villain as he closes the gap. They do manage to take down the clock. The base is going to be in a bit of trouble shortly. MP still cleaning up on his own there with the bear. Gets himself the double kill as he takes down Stan King as well as Mike.
Here comes the mega creep wave.
Oh.
Look at them go. Let's watch the mega creeps. KVH versus megas. Oh god, KVH. Run. He's going for the bear, but he might just die.
Oh, KVH. Those megas. Run away.
They all have to run from megas. They can't fight mega creeps.
Run away, KVH. Run away. Dube. He's got him.
Oh, the creeps, watch. Oh, the bear. The bear helps him. Creeps mostly.
GG is called. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 going to Immortals as well. They'll take down his GG 2-0 here in this opening series of the Corsair Dream League Season 9 NA qualifiers.
They had a solid 20 minutes.
They had a good. They had sort of a happy time.
18 minute. Yeah, 18 minute. They got that hex on Ike's mic. They got some pretty cool pickoffs with it on the puck in particular. But at one point, Immortals, they got that Radiance. They got the pipe on the Razor. They grouped up. They took that one fight. They got Roche. They got a mega.